There are other videos on YouTube that go into more detail on this Falcam tripod here, but right now, this has been a great addition for when I want to go light or when I want to go on an airplane and travel with a tripod. So Ulanzi has other models that have been around for a couple years, and then the Peak Design had kind of pioneered this small cup holder sized diameter of tripod, and this is just a next generation technology from Falcam, basically Ulanzi. That's how I got this. I went on the Ulanzi site, and this is for my photography. I got this for my photography because it has a more of a ball mount, half ball mount head. It doesn't have a fluid head, video head. This is for static shots or for photography, or for my use case. I have a job every year where I'm hired as a portrait photographer, and I travel around the world for that. Having a big, heavy tripod, just because of the weight of a lot of airlines, it limits me on what I can bring. And now this is going to be my go-to tripod I'm going to use for that job. So some of the features that make this different, and really nothing I've seen on the market right now in this price range has matched the features. So first, when you get the tripod, you get this really nice case here that very well padded, and it's thin. It holds a tripod, that's it, and I like this. And then you get the tripod. So going from the bottom up, so these legs here, so these are grip material. You can unscrew it and get the spikes. Now, this has a unique technology where they combine this more of a triangle, not circular main tripod leg, but then inside this leg, there's circular extensions. And these knobs, I usually like the clasp, the one click. You just open up the clip and you close it. I didn't like the turning knobs because on some other tripods, what ends up happening is I turn it too much and they get loose, they fall off. I've had problems with these types, this style of leg. This one, they designed this so that the turn radius is very short. You don't have to continuously turn it to lock it in. So you just do one little click, like half a turn. That's, I don't know, like a 15 degree, 30 degree turn, and then it opens up. These are carbon fiber, and you can see here that the shape changes. So it goes more of a flat triangular shape to a circular shape. And that extends, and then the other ones are also, they extend into circular legs. And then you just do one 15 degree turn and it locks in really tight. And there's grip material on each of the knobs so you can get a tight lock, and that's in. Here's the head, and it accepts different types of Arca Swiss. So Falcam, I had another Ulanzi / Falcam head where the tripod base, it only took a certain size. It was very particular. This one takes multiple sizes, or like the Falcam, or it accepts just standard Arca Swiss. Standard Arca Swiss. That pops out. So whether you get the F38 or you get something else, this can fit multiple types of Arca Swiss. You have a ball leveler right there. This knob opens up the release of the plate. Then you have this that does the pan, and you have your markers here. So if you want to replicate a turn, you can do that. Tighten that one up. Then this one tightens the tension, and then you have the main release here of the half ball mount. It's sort of like a half ball mount. And then you could extend the center column with this knob right here, and then it extends. And then the center column is another unique design. This is a triangular shape in order to fit the triangular shape of the main leg. And when this extends, the way they design this, typically with more of a circular ball extension, there's not a lot of stability. With this design, it's very stable. So I can have a heavier camera, which I am going to put on a heavier camera on the top here, and I don't have to worry about this wiggling around. So here's the half ball mount. So when you unloosen this latch, you can have this articulation here, and it does a full 90 degrees. So if you want to do a 90 degree, which is what I'm going to do when I do portraits, I got that there. Going to put that back up, lock that in. And then you can also see here, the center column has a toolless release system with the center column. So you do something like, other videos have shown this a little bit better, a little easier. So it's like a release, and you can see how this comes out like this. So this center column comes all the way out, and then this can go in. So that way, if you want to extend the tripod legs at a very low angle, this can go pretty low of a base, and then you can do some very low angle camera work if you want to do that. To put this back on, you just align the triangular shape here, and without any tools, it latches in like that. And then it's in. I'm going to turn the center column knob and compress it back down. Good, you're in. The last thing that I find really useful with this is that I love is that on the top by the head, you have the F22 system that Falcam has designed. So you need to buy into the proprietary system. So that is an extra cost, but it's not that expensive. So you have one F22 mount here, and on this side, you have a 1/4-20. So you have their Falcam F22 mount and then a 1/4-20, but this, you can see 2 extra holes there. You can put an additional mount on this side, I believe, but this is a standard 1/4-20. The F22 system looks like this kind of a mount. So what this is great for is that you can attach this little arm, it locks in, to the tripod just like this, and have accessories, because sometimes you want to screw in a phone or a monitor or something. If you're doing tethered shooting, you want to have it right on the tripod. You're able to do that with that one mount there. Pop that in to their mount, locks in, and then now you can have an accessory right on top here. And they also have F22 handles, top handles. So if you have a cage, one of their Falcam cages for their various, whatever camera you have, they have a top handle with this mount. You can lock in the top handle on here and basically have a handle to use or to carry this around if you're going to carry this without the case. And you still have that 1/4-20 there in case you want to just screw in a 1/4-20 accessory and not use their F22 mount. So that right there in itself is a big upgrade, big advantage for me for when I'm doing portrait photography. So right now, so far, I think this is one of the best travel tripods, kind of / heavy duty travel tripod you can buy for a great price. I recommend this.